toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. They'll run with Hunt. Sheds off the tackle. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Browns 7, Lions nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On second down, right back to Hunt. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
These two teams all tied after 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
2nd and 2. Tua going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
On the ground with a tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
That ties the game.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, you might say a lifeline there on the final play of the half. A chance for a late 3 to open the lead even further, but instead everything changes on the blocked field goal return.
I was interested in watching them go in at the half to see what their body language was going to be, but we know what it is now. They've run off the field feeling really good about a chance in the second half.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Brings up second down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
And the Browns first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Tua flushed out right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Tua now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. in contact. It's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Lions 56, Browns 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So a tiptoe catch back of the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skills.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll roll him out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Tua. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.